pretty obvious that CoProducer is a game changer. Go ahead and get it on Outputs.
For homicide detectives, the clock starts ticking the moment they are called.
Now we've got a triple homicide.
Their experience with us is bad.
Not really that day every day, but I use it daily if that helps you with your interpretations. Mr. Low-Key Honorable Judge Tenike.
I'm not interpreting. I just said what you said.
Hey.
What is your response to the request for a psychological evaluation?
I'm not doing it, and you cannot force me to do it. You cannot physically make me go and show up and partake in anything that I do not want to partake in. Yes or no? Do you agree or not agree?
You don't get to ask me questions right now. What's your response to their motion to compel?
Have you read their discovery?
Ma'am, you need to answer my question.
I answered your question.
All right.
By now, even this low-key judge seems to be losing patience.
So I'm going to warn you that it is completely inappropriate to swear like that in court.
Stiles then pushes her camera away.
You need to take yourself, you need to put yourself back on camera. I'm gonna sanction you $100 for every time that you swear in court.
What if you could taste the movies?
We turned that idea into an $11.3 million business with Wix. One movie night, we were craving this chocolate cake that we saw on screen.
And we said, how cool would it be to put on an event where people are able to eat what they see on screen?
Because that's not appropriate. You just need to not do it.
Judge Tenike tries to get back on track.
In terms of the deposition dates, what's your response to that?
What dates?
Ms. Kimball, do you have proposed dates?
And whose expense? Mine? Because if it's mine, I'm not doing it. Sanction, give me $100 fee. Whoop, whoop.
So I am finding you in direct contempt.
Okay, one fine.
Finding you $100.
Okay, make it two. Damn. I said 2 words.
Ma'am, I don't think you want to do this. I will, as I said, sanction you.
Please do.
Before ending the hearing, the judge tries to get a deposition date on the books.
Which of those dates works better for you, Ms. Stiles?
What time? Dumb. 3 contempt.
You're correct. That is 3.
Supposed to start at 9 a.m.
What date?
That question is to you. Never mind.
I said what time? Time, date? You know, these
I'm
things.
not gonna let you look. You don't get to do this for your own pocketbook. I'm muting you for. All right, I'm going to count that as another violation.
Stiles was held in contempt and ordered to pay $400 in fines. As for the child custody case, Stiles later relinquished her rights to the child, including any visitation rights, and the father, Ryan Parnell, has full custody. Next, we head to Southfield, Michigan for a pretrial hearing. 56-year-old Michael Harris has been charged with driving with a suspended license. After spending a day in jail, he posted a $150 bond and was released.
City of Southfield versus Michael Harris.
Today, Harris appears before Judge Sheila Johnson to review his charges. He appears without an attorney and, from the start, seems to be uncooperative.
Mr. Harris, would you please come to the podium?
I challenge jurisdiction.
Mr. Harris, I need you to step to the podium.
If I step to the podium, it'll be under threat, duress, coercion.
Well, fine, just do it.
Okay, no problem. But I'm here, I'm at the podium under threat, duress, and coercion. Well, other than that, I challenge jurisdiction.
Okay.
Without prejudice, I, Mikael Eric Colin Harris, comma, beneficiary and sovereign principal, am here under fraud, threat, duress, coercion, and extortion fiduciary, Ms. Sheila Johnson.
Harris has begun arguing in a style similar to sovereign citizens, a group who believe certain laws don't apply to them.
This is a Social Security Cessation Trust action in which you are now a real party and interest to. This is a military admiralty tribunal and maritime law. So you accept the challenge of the jurisdiction.
You can challenge it. I'm not stopping you from challenging it.
Do you accept the challenge?
I don't know what you mean by accept the challenge.
Do you accept that this is a maritime admiralty law?
No.
You don't accept that?
This has nothing to do with admiralty, sir. This is simply a charge that you're here for.
Yeah, but
it's nothing to do with the sea, vessels, or anything like that, which are boats. Admiralty law applies to that.
Yes.
This right here is a driving a car offense.
The judge tries to get back on track by explaining the severity of Harris's charges.
And it's a 93-day misdemeanor carrying up to $500 fine, and it carries a possible suspension of your driver's license, additional points to your driver's license, and possible vehicle immobilization of any vehicle that you're driving. That's what this charge is, and it's not admiralty law. You're using language that legally doesn't make sense for what we're here for.
But all this is a corporation.
Okay.
This is not a are you saying this is not a corporation?
Sir.
I'm asking.
I have no idea what you're even talking about.
But I'm asking you a question. I mean, it is not maritime admiralty law and
it's not maritime law.
Is it
no.
The judge holds her ground, refusing to legitimize Harris's position.
I'm telling you what I know doesn't apply.
Right. I never said that, though.
Okay.
What I said is I am a sovereign principal, and I am the beneficiary.
Well, sir.
You are fiduciary.
I'm telling you that what you are, as whoever you are, is charged with today. Now, you have certain options here. You can certainly have a trial if you want a trial on whether or not you are operating a motor vehicle without a valid license from the state of Michigan because it was suspended.
I object. I've equipped you with all the information you need to show down the sovereign principle, and also to show you in your Constitution, it says that I can travel.
Sir, if you want to file a motion, file a motion.
Okay,
because no one can respond to all of this. Whatever you're saying. Your authority under law.
I did that.
And if you want to do that, you can do that. Otherwise, we're going to have to set your case for trial.
Under a Power of Appointment Act of 1951, I appoint the judge, executive. I would like y'all not to breach a contract. I mean, breach of duty, breach of fiduciary duties.
Give me a jury trial date.
May 9th.
May 9th. 8:30. If you need to file a motion between now and May 9th, you better do it before the end of March.
Have a great day.
Harris has yet to officially enter a plea or file any motions.
We have got to the point where literally anybody can build a fully working app without knowing how to code. This is Base 44. This is a first look at the current industry-leading AI app builder, and you wouldn't believe the kind of apps that people are creating Smart nutrition apps, inventory trackers, onboarding tools, you name it. And if the only thing stopping me from making the app is the idea, then why not build an app that gives me endless app ideas? So let's make it. Pro tip, I draft the full app spec in ChatGPT, and then I drop the prompt directly into Base 44. It gives me super detailed structure. And here it is. Everything I laid out in detail as it goes. This is pretty awesome, but I want to make it playful. So I'm going to add a swipe left and swipe right interface. The same usability we all know. Now I'm going to add one more feature. So every idea that I favorite will turn into a kickoff prompt to start building the app itself. And that's it. Just come.
His case is pending. We head to Albany, New York for a sentencing hearing. 20-year-old Alvin Foy III has been convicted of second-degree murder, attempted murder, and weapons charges. 2 years earlier, police say Foy and 20-year-old Jameer Manning fired 31 shots into a crowd on Essex Street in downtown Albany. While their alleged target, a man they'd had a dispute with earlier, was hit in the shoulder, one of the stray bullets struck 18-year-old China Forney in the back. The high school senior was taken to a nearby hospital, but died from her injuries. The other victim was treated and released. Foy and Manning, who both knew China, fled the scene. But when police connected them to the vehicle from which the shots were fired, both men were arrested. Manning pled guilty to murder and was sentenced to 20 years to life in prison. Foy pled not guilty and decided to go to trial. When both sides came to rest, the jury returned with a verdict of guilty. Today, the defendant appears before Judge Roger McDonough to hear his sentence, which could range from 15 to 25 years in prison. But first, as Foy flashes a smile, China's sister, who appears off camera, delivers a victim impact statement.
Alvin Foy on May 3rd, 2021, you are a co-defendant.
When Foy's smile turns into laughter, Judge McDonough steps in.
Excuse me a second. Let the record reflect that the defendant is laughing during the victim impact statement. Go ahead, ma'am. I apologize.
China was just 3 weeks away from walking across the stage to graduate high school, and you took that opportunity away from her.
Despite the judge's comment, Foy continues to make faces.
When you came and ate dinner with us, you went out with us multiple times. So we would expect it better from you. And I just want you to know, like, when you get back to your cell, we want you to think about the pain you caused me and my family and friends.
When she's finished, Judge McDonough gives Foy an opportunity to speak.
You want to address the court, Mr. Foy?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
The 6 other witnesses said I wasn't there. You have 2 females said I was there that was on a FaceTime call.
Sir, we're not trying the case. The case has been tried. The jury was convinced beyond a reasonable doubt. Sir, you can't talk at the same time as I talk because the stenographer is going to take down my words. Okay. If you want your words recorded, you can't try to talk over me. The jury's already decided that issue, sir. Anything else you want to say to the court, sir?
Yeah. You're a biased judge, and I can't wait to appeal to see my case. I'm innocent.
Is that why you were laughing throughout the statements by the sister of... Is that why you were laughing, sir?
She was laughing at me.
Anything else, sir?
Yes.
Go ahead. Finish.
I'm innocent.
You've said that already. Anything else?
I'm home. I'm innocent.
Before imposing sentence, the judge has a few final words for the defendant.
The defendant stands before this court professing his innocence, and regardless of whether you admit to brutally murdering her, you wouldn't sit at sentencing and laugh about it. That's, sir, your time to speak has ended. It's now the court's time to speak. If you can't conduct yourself appropriately, we'll send you back into the jail and I'll sentence you without you here. Here's the bottom line, sir. Anyone with a shred of human decency would not sit in the courtroom and laugh at the sentencing. One more time, Mr. Mills, let your client know I'm about to send him back into the holding cells. Any individual with a shred of human decency would not laugh, regardless of whether he wanted to assert his innocence or not. he would not laugh and make a joke and slouch in the chair and act like this is a bus stop or a bodega or a park bench.
I was wrongfully convicted.
Take the defendant back into the courtroom. Put him back into the holding cells.
I ain't worried about it.
Pull his pants up while you're doing it, please. So the courtroom doesn't have to observe that. You're going to sentence the defendant in his absence, because he obviously has shown that he cannot conduct himself appropriately.
With Foy no longer in the courtroom, Judge McDonough sentences him to 25 years to life in prison. Foy won't be eligible for parole until 2046, when he'd be 44 years old.
If you're a music producer, you've probably dreamed about turning your passion into a real career, getting millions of streams, landing placements with major artists, and earning full-time income. But right now, maybe your reality feels different. Endless YouTube tutorials, countless courses, and generic advice. And you're still left with unfinished tracks, amateur-sounding mixes, and no clear path forward. That's exactly why we created the Unison Mentorship Program. This is not another cookie-cutter course. This is an exclusive, personalized 8-week mentorship. We're talking a track record of over 6 figures of income in music, over 100 million plays on all DSPs, and placements with artists like DaBaby, Gucci Mane, and Lil Skies. We had tracks signed to Sony, Warner, Monstercat, and Universal, as well as 7 multi-platinum records. If you're accepted into the Unison Mentorship Program, every single week you'll get a personalized, private one-on-one session tailored specifically to your goals and your tracks, and unlimited track feedback through direct messages whenever you need it. Plus, you'll join our exclusive mentorship community, connecting directly with other producers on the same journey as you. Our mentorship students regularly achieve major placements with top artists. They earn millions of streams and finally break through to professional level success. This is real mentorship with proven, measurable results, not outdated theory. But here's the important part. We can only accept producers that are genuinely serious, committed, and ready to invest in their careers. Spots are strictly limited, and this opportunity isn't for everyone. If you're finally ready to stop guessing, get direct guidance, and achieve measurable industry results, click the button below to apply and book your enrollment call now. Your professional music career starts today.
This game, you're not ready for it.
You're in the middle of this beautiful sci-fi environment, and you're seeing intrigue, the espionage, the alliances form, the power that just shifts around, and it's amazing to watch.
This is primary, Julia, secondary. Simple actions can have massive effects.
You can cooperate with people, compete with them, make friendships, deceive them, betray them.
It's amazing to think that it's all just other players.
More players start coming. It just starts this complete cascade of actions, and you don't know what's going to happen.
It is a free-for-all. We'll get locked up and shot instantly. People start dying left, right, and center. It's just something that you can't get anywhere else. It's just the rush like no other.
All good. Everybody's on this journey and writing their own stories, and that is probably the simplest way I can describe it.
Things continue to change and evolve. It's awesome. I love it. Part of Eve.
You're gonna sentence me to life? Don't give a
convicted felon Sean Riker was recently found guilty of 16 crimes against his family, including sexual assault and physical abuse of a child, as well as reckless endangerment. He's already served 12 years in a federal prison for detonating several pipe bombs in Utah. Today he's in court to waive his constitutional right to appear at his sentencing. And he's got company, a heavily armed security team. He's in shackles and a spit mask because he's already escaped once from a Wisconsin jail and has not been cooperative with court security. Once inside, the spit mask may be on, but the gloves are off as Riker wastes no time going right after Judge Wayne Merrick.
Is this your idea, Merrick? Huh? You got me looking like a clown? Stupid punk. Merrick. You! Here we go! Yeah! You! Yeah! I'm killing all you Wayne. I got your address, Wayne Merrick. I got your home address. I got address. I got address. And I'm having you all killed.
The people he's referring to are members of the prosecution team.
There ain't nothing you're gonna do about it either. You know why? Because this is a state that doesn't have the death penalty. You're gonna sentence me to life? Don't give a Don't give a I'm getting mine, you
Not satisfied berating the judge, Riker sends his wrath in the direction of the prosecutor.
You eat this up? Punk.
Mr. Riker, are you...
What the do you want?
Take him out.
Later!
As per his request, Riker didn't appear at his own sentencing, which would have really given him something to scream about. He was sentenced to 200 years in a state prison. Riker appealed the sentence, but it was denied.
If you're a producer who hates AI, this plugin might change your mind. This is Reimagine in CoProducer. You can take any sample you find and flip it into infinite one-of-a-kind variations that are unique to you. Here's how it works. Just open up your DAW and drop in the CoProducer plugin from Output. It listens to your track and finds samples that match your vibe, key, and rhythm. Just search for a sample you're looking for, like Dreamy Synth. Now let's say you like this, but you want something a bit more unexpected. Just hit Reimagine and boom, it transforms Output's premium musician-made samples into endless unique flips. Always original, always uniquely yours. And the best part is, unlike other AI sample tools, Reimagine gives you unlimited access, no credits and no limits to hold you back. Uses ethically trained AI from Output's royalty-free sample library. And it works in any DAW, so you can drag and drop sounds right into your session. Find it, flip it, always sound original. Reimagine is live now in CoProducer.
We're at the Jefferson District Court in Louisville, Kentucky, for a bond hearing involving defendant Bryce Rhodes. Rhodes has already been indicted on multiple charges, including the murders of 3 people, 2 of them teenage boys. Since his arrest, Rhodes' behavior has been unpredictable and at times violent. As a result, he's wheeled in wearing restraints and a spit mask.
Mr. Rhodes, you can just bring him up right here.
Why y'all have me come out like this for?
I think you know why.
What?
You know exactly
Yeah,
why.
bro.
Now, listen, stop talking. You have been...
Swear to God.
Are you done?
No, I ain't done.
You've been charged with
You, I don't
assault
care
in the
what I've
4th
been charged
degree.
with. Why
I'm
you
gonna keep
charging me
talking because I don't want to have to see you back here for this.
What you think can't find out where you live at?
What you think that? I don't about none of that. I ain't do.
So you're saying you're gonna find out where I'm out
I don't give a about none of that. You got something, I'll be out.
Okay.
Yeah, all right.
You've been charged with assault in the 4th degree,
I don't care
minor
about none of
injury,
that.
terroristic threatening in the 3rd degree, and harassment with physical contact. There are new charges. I'm entering a plea of not guilty on your behalf. Would you like me to read the arrest warrant to you?
No, I'm not guilty.
I am setting a bond of $15,000 full cash on that on those charges, and the other case, once this actually gets served on you, is going to be dismissed without prejudice as duplicate. Do you have any questions? Would you like appointment of a public defender?
Not guilty.
I just said that.
Not guilty.
I just said that.
I'll be out.
Okay, I just said that.
All right.
And would you like an attorney?
Take me back to my cell.
I'm not taking you anywhere. They can take you back, but would you like an attorney?
All right.
Okay. I'm gonna appoint the public defender's office.
Rhodes is wheeled out of court and back into custody. The judge waits to address the prosecutor.
Ms. Shoring, that was a threat against the court. I think that I'm asking the county attorney's office to take that into account and consider what to do with that.
As a result of this incident, Rhodes is hit with a new charge of terroristic threatening in the 3rd degree and intimidating a participant in the legal process. His case is ongoing. Next, we're in Bakersfield, California, for the arraignment of Tobias Roman. The 27-year-old was charged with multiple crimes, including attempted robbery, threatening with attempt to terrorize, and exhibiting a deadly weapon for allegedly stalking a female employee at a shopping mall.
Roman, stand up.
My foot hurts. I can't stand up right now. I'm right here.
And now his initial hearing is off to a rocky start.
Stand
up, Roman.
Man, her eyes swollen.
Once on his feet, the judge then asks a standard procedural question.
Mr. Roman, what is your true and correct name?
Tobias, my first name. That's it. Giggles or Tobias. That's it. Don't call me nothing else.
Giggles may be his street name, but there's nothing funny about the crimes he's accused of committing.
This time I will appoint the public defender to represent Mr. Roman. The charges, Mr. Roman, are attempted robbery. Hey, Mr. Roman, you need to be quiet.
Yeah, you need to be quiet.
After being interrupted and then told to be quiet, Judge Charles Bremer gives the defendant a final warning.
You get one more chance and then you're going to be removed from the courtroom. That'll be your choice.
For a second, it appears Giggles might quiet down, but his silence is short-lived.
You need to leave.
But as he's being led out of the courtroom, Roman gets in the last word.
See, I'll murder you when I see you. See, I'll murder you when I see you.
The judge heard that comment loud and clear.
I'd like to note for the record, Mr. Roman's statement on the record that he will murder me if he sees me, and I'm going to request law enforcement to take the appropriate action.
Tobias Roman later pled no contest to the charge of threatening a public official and was sentenced to 8 months in prison. Of his original charges, all were dismissed except for threatening with intent to terrorize. He pled no contest and was sentenced to 3 years in prison. Next, we go to a bond hearing in Miami-Dade County.
Simon when I talk to her. We're doing out of turn. Sorry about that.
The defendant is Juan Rodriguez, charged with attempted murder and aggravated battery in the stabbing of a nurse he believed had stolen from him at an assisted living facility in Miami.
Sorry about that. Didn't give you a heads up.
The defendant appears remotely before Judge Beatrice Buchko.
1 second. He cannot be there when I talk to you.
From the moment the hearing begins, Rodriguez is making demands.
This guy cannot be there when I talk to you. Oh, it's him. I thought it was the public defender. No, I don't need it.
But things quickly take a turn for the worse.
Listen to me. You don't let me out of here, I'm gonna kill you.
When Rodriguez begins to threaten the judge.
I'm a Jew. I'm gonna take your life if you don't let me out of here.
So what has Rodriguez so worked up?
Okay? I'm done. Now let's eat breakfast. Now it's cooking.
According to news reports, Rodriguez is angry because he's missing out on the Jewish holiday of Rosh Hashanah.
Okay, if there's one AI site builder you need to meet, it's this dope tech from Wix. Now this whole flow is a conversation, so your words actually build your website. I'm going for a store. And after a free-flowing conversation, I get this detailed site brief. And just like that, my first draft is ready. Now that's dope. Next, you can really get in there and style it your way. Here's the fun part. You can regenerate this whole thing over and over. Or you can tweak something specific, like your layout. Let me describe what I had in mind. Yeah, that's fire. If there was ever a time to speak life into your dreams, it's right now using the Wix AI website builder.
No more borders, no more fear.
I'm gonna kill you.
The judge casually brushes off Rodriguez's threats.
Juan Rodriguez is charged with attempted murder, first degree. I'm going to go ahead and appoint the public defender, seeing as that he doesn't appear to be in a condition to respond.
What do you want?
Appropriately.
What's your pleasure? What do you want from me?
The judge gives Rodriguez a stern look, but keeps her cool.
If you don't let me out of here, I'm gonna kill you.
Okay. Thank you, corrections. Probable cause, no bond. Appoint the public defender.
Without missing a beat, the judge orders Rodriguez held without bond. So that means he misses out on the apples and honey and the rest of the holiday meal.
So
now let's eat breakfast. The dog is cooking.
We take you inside the Dayton Municipal Courthouse in Ohio. The defendant is 28-year-old Callan Wood. She's been charged with misdemeanor domestic violence. Today she's at a pretrial hearing, standing next to the public defender, whose identity was not revealed by the court. Wood just asked the court magistrate for a new attorney. The request is granted, and Wood is led out of the courtroom. But as Wood passes the public defender, she leaves her with a parting shot. Wood gave no indication the punch was coming, and considering she's in cuffs and surrounded by security, she didn't appear to be a threat. As security steps in and shuffles her to the exit, Wood then has some words for the magistrate. Reportedly, the defendant threatens to kill the magistrate before she's led out of the courtroom. The public defender suffered no physical injuries from the punch, and Wood was later charged with intimidation, misdemeanor assault, and retaliation. That's on top of her original domestic violence charge. She returned to court without incident, where her bond was set at $100,000. Wood was later tried and convicted on all charges related to the courtroom attack and sentenced to 5 years probation. Her original charges were dismissed.
He's high risk, so I'm going to raise the bond to $5,000.
We're at bond court in Louisville, Kentucky.
Yeah, I think $1,000 is reasonable given that these are felony charges. Good luck, sir.
Judge Smith has a full plate of bond hearings.
I actually have a card I'm trying to sell on Craigslist.
Stop talking. I'm going to give you a public defender.
Michael Ray, cases 87 and 88.
Next up is Michael Ray, who's facing 4 charges, including criminal trespassing and second-degree assault. A bond or a bail hearing is usually a quick proceeding if the defendant is cooperative. The prosecutor suggests a bail amount for Ray based on the crime and the defendant's history.
Your Honor, the county's requesting $25,000 full cash behind all charges.
You think that's funny?
I think that's hilarious.
We weren't done.
Ray might feel $25,000 is too high, but sarcasm won't get him a reduction, and the judge lets him know it.
All right, so bond is $50,000. No bail credit.
I didn't
Danger
get a
to
chance.
community. Thinks these are funny charges. He's lucky I didn't hold him in contempt.
Ray just had his bond doubled. But as he re-enters the hallway, he has something else to say.
Hope I see you in the street.
Bring him in. I'm holding him in contempt. Adding charges.
Ray's language isn't the only thing to upset the judge. According to court officials, the defendant also gave her the middle finger.
30 days to serve on contempt for flipping me off twice.
Judge calls him back, but it looks like he's gone.
If we bring him back in, he's just gonna get another 30 days for doing something else.
So they move on to the next case.
Case number 90, Scott Raymer.
When, sure enough, Ray comes back for more.
Oh, here he comes. Sir, I'm holding you in contempt for what you did.
What you holding me in?
And so...
You shut up, man.
All right, you can take him back. 100 days to serve.
100 days to serve? Okay.
Yep.
For what? Because of 2 EPOs and a criminal mission case?
That's right, the judge just gave him 100 days in jail.
He's done.
Ray could just walk away without making matters even worse, but he goes a different route.
Yana, I think we need to...
Yeah.
Can we bring him back?
He's got to be charged. Yes.
What started out as 4 serious charges has grown into a grand total of 10, all in the span of approximately 3 minutes.
I peeked my head around. I said, don't.
Yeah. No, I figure that's just a lesson on what not to do, so you all are good.
Next, we're at the Williamson County Circuit Court in Franklin, Tennessee, for a hearing in the case against 32-year-old Roger Hathaway. Hathaway's charged with possession of Schedule II drugs, possession of a firearm with intent to go armed, evading arrest, assault, and other charges. 14 months earlier, Hathaway threatened to shoot a hotel employee who refused to rent him a room because of past run-ins between Hathaway and the hotel. Hathaway fled from the scene when police were called, but was found soon after with a gun. A bag of cocaine and a gun magazine were also found in a nearby vehicle that was linked to Hathaway. He was arrested and charged, but has been free on a $90,000 bond for the past year.
If you have SNAP or Medicaid, you may qualify for a free iPhone or Samsung, plus up to 10 gigabytes of data. Apply online in just minutes. We'll ship it to you for free. Phones are limited, so visit tagmobile.com to check your eligibility today.
Today, Hathaway's in court for an update on his case. But he's been disrupting the proceedings by trying to speak directly to Judge Michael Binkley, instead of doing it through his public defender. He reportedly yells that a police officer lied in an affidavit and that his rights are being violated. The judge orders Hathaway removed from the courtroom and detained. As Hathaway's led away, he says, "I'm not being arrested," and threatens to sue the deputies for touching him. When one deputy looks down to open the door, Hathaway makes a break for it. Hathaway tries to run from the deputies, but they immediately tackle him. In the ensuing melee, public defender Richard Strong is knocked into the rail with such force that he falls to the floor and takes some time to recover. Court spectators scramble out of the way or take cover. Meanwhile, the deputies struggle to get Hathaway under control. He screams, "I have no right to be arrested. I paid my bond, and this is wrong." A Department of Corrections officer rushes in to assist. and the deputies eventually get Hathaway out of the courtroom. Public Defender Strong does not appear to be seriously injured. When Judge Binkley resumes proceedings, he finds Hathaway in contempt of court and orders him to serve 10 days in jail. Despite the scuffle his client dragged him into, Strong still argues for Hathaway after the prosecutor asks for his bond to be revoked. The judge sides with the prosecution, and Hathaway remains in Williamson County Jail awaiting trial on the original charges. He's charged with 2 counts of assault on a public servant and 1 count of resisting arrest in connection with today's outburst.
This guy right here may tell me that I have to wait, but personally, I don't have to do nothing.
Next, we go to a video deposition of hip-hop star Dwayne Carter, better known as Lil Wayne. Wayne sued filmmaker Quincy Jones III over a documentary he appeared in during the making of his album The Carter 3. The artist claimed the film was a, quote, scandalous portrayal of him. Jones, meanwhile, sued Wayne right back, insisting that his claims hurt the film's profits. Wayne was interviewed by Jones's attorney, Peter Ross, who sits off camera. Also in the room was a judge and Wayne's attorney. Here, Ross asked Wayne about an interview he did with TV journalist Katie Couric after they watched a clip of it.
Is that an interview that you actually gave with Katie Couric?
Is that an interview that I actually gave with Katie Couric?
Yeah.
What's your name again?
Hey, well, that's not the question.
What's his name?
Pete Ross.
Huh?
Pete Ross.
Pete Ross, that's a stupid-ass question. You just saw me on there giving an interview with her.
Okay. So that was you.
Ross moved on to a different topic, specifically Wayne's live performances.
Did you perform at the Virgin Mobile Music Fest with Kanye West?
I don't know, but I know I did perform at this badass bitch birthday party recently. She was crazy, stupid thick.
Wayne didn't seem terribly interested. Ross continued asking about the artist's successful career.
Isn't it something that you would remember if your album, The Carter 3, was the biggest selling album of the year?
Isn't it something that I would remember that?
Yes.
Isn't that a personal opinion type question? That's why I got that. I mean, because I would be actually answering the question to, isn't it something? That's my question. Isn't it something?
That you would remember.
Isn't it something? That's the question I have to answer, Your Honor.
Go ahead.
Isn't it something?
You could do the best, try to answer it.
Yeah, something out of your ass. That's my answer. Yeah, it is something out of your ass.
Ross took the insult in stride and moved on to a more serious subject.
Do you recall that any criminal actions were pending against you?
I don't recall any.
When Ross shifted to Wayne's criminal history, he received a string of similar-sounding answers.
Do you recall being at all concerned about any criminal actions that may have been pending against you at the end of 2008?
I don't recall. I don't recall that. I don't recall that neither. No, I don't recall that. I don't know. I don't know.
Do you remember being arrested in or about January 2008 near Yuma, Arizona?
No, I don't remember that.
Turns out Wayne wasn't the only one losing patience with the interview.
Well, how much longer is this line of questioning going to go on?
Not much longer.
That's Wayne's attorney chiming in.
All right, go ahead.
I don't know.
Didn't you win
I don't know.
the award for Best Rap Album of the Year in 2008 for The Carter 3?
I don't know.
Mr. Carter, you have to wait until the attorney is finished asking the question, please.
I'm sorry, that's my psychic. I'm sorry.
Despite Wayne's less than helpful responses, Ross was determined to get through this interview.
Go ahead, ask the question.
Thank you, Your Honor. Do you like
He can't save you, right? In the real world. That guy right there. He can't save you in the real world. Just so you know.
What does that mean?
I don't have to elaborate.
Is that a threat against
No,
them?
it's not.
Mr.
No,
Mills,
sir,
can
it's
you
not.
just ask your next question, please?
He can't save you.
And what does that mean?
I was talking to myself.
But in the end, Ross's patience would pay off. A jury later ruled in favor of Jones, agreeing that Wayne's legal claims hurt the film. Wayne was ordered to pay the filmmaker $2.2 million. As for Wayne's original lawsuit, it was thrown out of court. Today, attorney Pete Ross is doing well as a partner in a major Los Angeles-based law firm.
You will be held accountable.
You got it. Okay. All right, we're all set. Thank you.
You'll be held accountable.
That's clean, sort of clean, a little bit understated. We're going to start with this. Okay, I love this. Let's try and find a pattern. Oh my goodness. Okay, we're cooking on gas here. I like this bit here. Want to keep this going? Okay, but let's make it atmospheric. And let's add a panner to it. Faster. Let's hear what vocals we've got in this pack. What is that delay doing? Wow. The energy here is crazy. Have we got time for one last thing? Maybe a top layer?
Next, we head to Ann Arbor, Michigan for an arraignment. 56-year-old Jeffrey Bloom has been charged with domestic violence. He appears before Magistrate James Cameron.
Might I have your name, please?
Jeffrey Bloom.
All right, Mr. Bloom. We're here today on a felony complaint. You're entitled to be represented by counsel. If you cannot afford an attorney, the court will appoint one for you. Do you wish me to do that?
Yes, sir. I don't know why I'm being arraigned without having an attorney anyway.
This is the first opportunity that you've got to have the court to appoint an attorney for you. That's why.
So this isn't an arraignment?
Yes, this is an arraignment on a felony complaint.
Aren't I supposed to have an attorney present during my arraignment?
Yes, you are, if you want one. If you can't afford an attorney, the court will appoint one for you.
Yes, Your Honor.
The question to you is, do you want me to do that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, now we're cooking. Now you have an attorney.
Now that public defender Silvana Reed is assigned to the case, the judge can finish going over the complaint as well as Bloom's potential bond.
This is a misdemeanor punishable by 93 days in jail and/or a fine of $500. However, this is a third offense. So now that it's a third offense, it gets moved up to a felony, which is punishable by up to 5 years and/or $5,000 in fines.
Not only is this Bloom's third domestic violence offense, he's also already on probation for another separate assault charge. Reed is seeking a low cash bond and credit for time already served. But State Prosecutor Jessica Blanche is asking for no bond.
Judge, this defendant has a highly assaultive criminal history. I believe he's a threat to the community, so I'm asking you to deny bond. Thank you.
The judge does not order Bloom be held without bond, but he doesn't go easy on him either.
Now, bond is set at $200,000 cash or surety.
What?
I believe he does pose a risk to the community. He has a significant assaultive history.
Wow.
Bloom is clearly unhappy with the judge's decision, so he begins to argue the facts of the case.
There was never a dating relationship here.
This is not the place to argue your case.
Okay.
This is an arraignment. You tell it to the judge.
Yes, Your Honor.
But it doesn't take long before he's at it again.
Okay.
There was no
you're not gonna
dating
have any-
relationship. There was no. I didn't.
Okay,
That's fine,
look,
that's fine.
Mr. Bloom, let me talk. Okay? Otherwise, you're just going to be sitting there for
Your
a long
Honor.
time.
One more thing, Your Honor, and I'll be quiet. I'll go back. I'll do whatever you say.
Okay? It's your case. Go ahead.
I didn't commit a crime here. She called me.
Just
Okay.
talk about the facts of the case.
Okay, well, this needs to be said.
Bloom.
I know, but you do not need to say it
Let
right
me warn you.
now. I advise you to.
Ms. Reed is trying to...
Reed tries to get Bloom to stop talking so that he doesn't say something potentially incriminating. She is unsuccessful.
I need to say this, Your Honor.
Well, you don't need to say this. Anything you say right now
That's
can
fine.
and will
That's
be
fine.
used against you at
That's
trial.
fine. I don't care. I don't care. She needs help.
As things wrap up, Bloom has a parting shot for the judge.
You will be held accountable.
You got it. Okay. All right, we're all set. Thank you.
You'll be held accountable. You'll be held accountable.
See ya. Good luck, Ms. Reed.
Thank you.
Bloom remains in custody, and his case is pending. We head down to Daytona Beach, Florida, where a call comes in to the Volusia County Sheriff's Office.
Communications, Warhurst.
Yeah, I want to report a crime that's about to happen.
What do you mean a crime that's about to happen?
Yeah, there's about to be a crime that's going to happen if my kids don't come back to me, you stupid because your stupid judges don't want to bring people to courtrooms. I got a gun pointed at your building.
Sir, what is going on?
Who the you calling, sir, you stupid? Where's your judge warrant at? You gonna bring that out in handcuffs and I'm gonna execute that son of a right in the street. I'm letting you know I'm gonna shoot this. You gonna give me my kids.
Where are you at, sir?
I just told you I'm outside of her building waiting for her to get there in the morning. I'm gonna pop a cap in that. You stupid.
Build a website you love with Wix. For your words, create your brand, your opportunity, your breakthrough. Feeling a vibe? Run with it. From can't look away to gotta have it. Make every detail yours. Bring out what's hot. Remove what's not. Crystallize it. Instantly set a tone that speaks in your voice to your audience. Keep moving. Your site grows with you. Add solutions that meet you where you are and take you where you want to go. Smooth to make, easy to love.
Detectives identify the anonymous caller and track him down. Alan McCarty is arrested and charged with making death threats against a judge, whom he mistakenly believes took his children away in a child custody case. Now, a year later, in front of a different judge, his trial begins.
All right, back on the record, Mr. McCarty, President. He's under oath from the start of the trial.
No, I'm not. I'm not under oath.
All right, raise your right hand. I'm going to swear you in.
I'm not under oath.
Raise your right hand, please. That's your bad finger. I didn't appreciate that.
So you're going to threaten me like you did the other day?
Threaten you to participate here.
No, you threatened my life the other day. I am not under oath. This is being done unconstitutionally. Y'all took my kids unrightfully. You want to allow my witnesses here? You want to allow my paperwork? Y'all took all my court paperwork.
We haven't started the trial yet.
It doesn't matter. You still deny it. You want to take my kids from me and act like that? You in that. You in the took my kids.
Holly, make sure you take down what I say. He was sworn in.
No, I was not sworn in.
Yes.
I've never been sworn in this court. Bring the camera back. He's making this up.
So that being said, number one, I need to know whether or not you want to be here during the trial process.
No.
All right. Do you want to testify though?
No, I don't. This is all being done unconstitutionally, unrightfully.
Do you want to be in the room or not?
Do you want my
I prefer not to, sir.
Well, you got a mouth for it.
No, do you want to be here or not?
Oh, who the wants to sit here while you take their kids? This is a conflict of interest. Every right y'all I supposedly have you violated. Can I get some water, please? I got a lot more cussing to do, and I need to wet my mouth.
Do you want to be here when the jury's here?
What the do you think?
I don't know. I need you to answer.
McCarty decides he'll stay for witness testimony,
Oh, because my other answers wasn't good enough.
but is ordered out after continuing with his outbursts. McCarty's eventually found guilty. He returns the following month for sentencing.
Everyone ready to go?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, State of Florida versus Alan McCarty Jr., who is present here today on two reasons. One is to sentence on a jury verdict that had been accepted, but we're also here on an order to show cause, which I would like to address first. First of all, if I haven't formally already, but you're before the court, Mr. McCarty, to show cause why I should not hold you in contempt for behavior that you demonstrated during the jury trial. You threatened the unborn child of the prosecutor.
What a bunch of lies, you stupid piece of
Then also
You threatened my life.
in the
You
back room.
No, I'm not standing up.
Not resisting.
I'm not resisting. I'm just not standing up. I'm not standing. I don't have to stand.
McCarty's removed again. This time he's placed in a back room with a one-way mirror.
Count one, I'm going to adjudicate him guilty, sentence him to 15 years in Florida State Prison. As to count two, I'm going to adjudicate him guilty, sentence him to 5 years in state prison to run consecutive to count one. So a total of 20 years.
McCarty's currently serving his sentence in a Florida state prison. We go to San Diego, California for the arraignment of Titus Colbert. He's charged with 3 counts of premeditated attempted murder against a peace officer and possession of a firearm by a felon. The 33-year-old alleged gang member had broken into the apartment building of his ex-girlfriend when she called police. When officers arrived, Colbert, armed with multiple weapons, began firing. The standoff lasted 5 hours, forcing authorities to close down the roads and temporarily suspend air traffic at a nearby airport.
We have got to the point where literally anybody can build a fully working app without knowing how to code. This is Base 44. This is a first look at the current industry-leading AI app builder, and you wouldn't believe the kind of apps that people are creating. Smart nutrition apps, inventory trackers, onboarding tools, you name it. And if the only thing stopping me from making the app is the idea, then why not build an app that gives me endless app ideas? So let's make it. Pro tip, I draft the full app spec in ChatGPT, and then I drop the prompt directly into Base 44. It gives me super detailed structure. And here it is. Everything I laid out in detail as it goes. This is pretty awesome, but I want to make it playful. So I'm going to add a swipe left and swipe right interface. The same usability we all know. Now I'm going to add one more feature. So every idea that I favorite will turn into a kickoff prompt to start building the app itself. And that's it. Just come up with your idea, any idea, and Base 44 will do the rest. So go to Base 44 and create apps with your name on it.
need three cushy layers of Wilton North.
Fortunately, no one was injured and Colbert was taken into custody. Colbert's looking at a possible sentence of 105 years in prison. But at his arraignment, he appears uninterested in his rights or anything to do with the case.
I will not be subject to criminal abuse.
You have a right to an attorney.
I will not be subject to criminal abuse.
After flashing what appears to be a gang sign, Colbert continues to interrupt the proceedings when he segues into a cryptic history lesson.
May 1st, 1776. May 1st, 1776. May 1st, 1776.
The date Colbert keeps repeating refers to the origins of the Illuminati, a secret society often associated with conspiracy theories.
May 1st, 1776. I stand for a new world order.
The defendant is removed and ordered to return the following week. His attorney pleads not guilty, but as Colbert stands before the judge, he continues his bizarre behavior.
We are the Illuminati!
The judge doesn't seem to appreciate the song and has a different tune for the defendant.
Mr. Colbert, you get one shot at listening to me to keep your mouth shut or you're out of here. Do you understand?
After a slight pause, Colbert answers.
We are the Illuminati!
By now, the judge has heard enough, and Colbert's removed from the court. He's forced to undergo a number of psychiatric evaluations.
I can travel in and out of time zones, and I am a special human being, and I'm protected.
And is finally ruled competent to stand trial. But nearly 2.5 years after the incident, Colbert changes his plea from not guilty to guilty. In exchange for the guilty plea, prosecutors dismissed 4 counts of attempted murder of a peace officer and various firearms crimes. He's sentenced to 20 years in a state prison. We're in Waukesha, Wisconsin for the case against 39-year-old Darrell Brooks. Brooks has been charged with 6 counts of intentional homicide, 61 counts of recklessly endangering safety with a dangerous weapon, and a number of other charges. A year earlier, police say Brooks met up with his ex-girlfriend and they had an argument. Brooks then drove his mother's car into a crowd of people during the Waukesha Christmas parade. 6 people between the ages of 8 and 81 were killed, and over 60 were injured. Brooks fled the scene on foot, but showed up a short time later on the front steps of a stranger's home less than a mile away. A doorbell camera captured Brooks pleading to use the owner's telephone.
Hey, I called an Uber, and I'm supposed to be waiting for it over here, but I don't know when it's coming. Can you call it for me, please?
Police who'd been patrolling the area spotted Brooks, who fit the description of the suspect, and he was taken into custody. When police interviewed Brooks, he claimed not to know why he was there.
Tell me what happened. With what? With the car. What am I being with your mom's car?
Brooks was charged with 75 felonies and 1 misdemeanor. He considered a number of pleas, including not guilty by reason of mental defect, before ultimately deciding to plead not guilty. Today, at a pretrial hearing, Brooks falls asleep during testimony, which gets the attention of the prosecutor.
I observed that for about the past 40 minutes, Mr. Brooks appears to be asleep in the courtroom. I don't know if he's just being disrespectful, uninterested, or if he's not feeling well.
After a brief recess, Brooks becomes irate when Judge Jennifer Doro reminds him that the proceedings are being recorded.
Got something to say too?
Mr. Brooks, the live stream is on.
I don't care about no live stream. Just like y'all don't care. All this political.
Mr. Brooks,
sit here and act like you know me.
People like you don't, y'all
Mr.
you don't
Brooks.
know nothing about where I come from.
Mr. Brooks.
You push me, dog. Don't push back then.
Mr. Brooks.
Don't push back. Push me again.
Mr. Brooks, we have to continue with this hearing.
Don't put your hand on me, dude.
Nobody put their hands on you.
They better not put their hand on me. Don't touch me, dog. Stay seated.
5 weeks later, when the case went to trial, Brooks decided to act as his own lawyer.
I just want this to be fair, and it hasn't been fair.
All while continuing his bad behavior.
And it's disrespectful to me that you think I would come in here purposely and treat this like a joke or a game. Your life is not on the line. Mine is.
The judge moved him out of the main courtroom and into an adjacent one to argue his case remotely.
We are back on the record.
But the antics continued as Brooks removed his clothes and turned his back to the camera.
Injured in an accident? Why wait? Oasis Financial can get you some of that settlement money now. We'll work with your attorney, and once you're approved, get you cash in as little as 24 hours. Call or go online now.
I avoid wasting my hard-earned money. That's why I switched everyone to Tello Mobile. My wife gets unlimited calls. The soon-to-move away gets unlimited data for school projects. The little one gets unlimited texts and some minutes to call the taxi. I'm on my way.
Flexibility, customization, and great value for the money. What more could you wish for?
There's a Tello plan for everyone. Find yours at Tello.com.
And later built himself a miniature fort using cardboard boxes. The trial lasted 3 weeks, and when both sides came to rest, it took the jury less than 3 hours to return with a verdict. Guilty on all 76 charges, including 6 counts of intentional homicide. Before Brooks is sentenced, several family members deliver impact statements to the court.
It offends me that you're sitting here breathing while she is not. You are a monster. You deserve contempt and death. As for me, this will never be over until the day I'm pissing on your grave. I think it would be fair to say that for your crimes, even God hates you.
Mr. Brooks, I hope as I read my statement, you continue to roll your eyes. I think it's important for the world to see what human rot looks like. Yeah, shake your head. There's nothing this court can do that would provide justice in my eyes. So all I ask is that you rot, and you rot slow.
Judge Doro sentenced Brooks to life in prison with no chance for parole. Next, we head to Ocala, Florida for a bond hearing. Judge James McCune presiding. 47-year-old James Gross has been charged with trespass after warning, a misdemeanor. A day earlier, Gross was allegedly trespassing outside a gas station when police were called. He'd already been warned about trespassing at this location, so he was arrested. Gross has a lengthy criminal record and is currently out on bond for DUI.
James Gross?
Today he makes his first appearance before Judge McCune, dressed in what appears to be a black robe.
All right, good morning, sir. Your name, please?
James Gross.
Oh, no, you've been on bond since 28th of May. Plus, you've got some prior convictions. I'll set no bond on this. That'll keep you in custody for your next court date. Now, would you like to be considered for the pipe offender, sir?
No, sir.
What about your DUI case? Do you have a pipe offender in that case?
Yes, we're working on it.
Okay, do you think you should get an attorney for this case then, too, the trespass case?
Yeah, I would be the same man, I'm sure.
Would you like to be considered for the public defender, sir?
No, thank you.
Okay. Do you want to represent yourself today on the trespass case?
Don't want to do what?
Represent yourself?
Sure.
It seems the judge is starting to get frustrated.
Is that a yes?
Yeah, I'd like to tell you the story. I mean, it's not going to be one you like. It's essentially no contest, but I mean...
Okay, just stop. Stop. You want to represent yourself, yes or no?
Sure.
Is that a yes or no?
I do, but I think it'd be probably smarter to get the lawyer.
The judge moves on to the next topic.
Do you have a job?
No, I'm self-employed. We got money.
Well, how much money do you have?
You want to know how much cash I have?
Yes.
I have about $60,000.
Okay. Where's that cash right now?
It's in my sister's bank account.
Okay. Do you own any property?
Yes, I own a home.
All right. I don't know what sense to make out of this. You've got $60,000 sitting in your sister's account. Why is it in your sister's account?
Well, it's kind of a long story. I believe I'm on a mission, and I believe I'm gonna be your next prophet.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and enter a provisional order, appoint the plaintiff to represent you. I'll not get any plea on your behalf as to this charge. Thank you.
Gross is taken into custody and eventually enters a plea of not guilty. He was later released on his own recognizance, and his trial is pending. Next, we're in Topeka, Kansas for a Supreme Court disciplinary hearing for attorney Dennis Hauver. The defense lawyers at the High Court a year after a state review panel called for his disbarment, citing, among other things, professional incompetence in his handling of a capital murder case. Laying out the details of the panel's findings is the deputy disciplinary administrator for the courts. He claims Hauver had no business taking on a capital murder case to begin with.
Respondent only experience in a murder case was some 20 years prior to that. That was not a capital case. He really had no idea of the law of capital murder, the capital murder trial proceedings.
The hardest thing is to get started. You have to get it on paper.
We have started to deal with computers in higher and higher levels of abstraction. Just push a button.
Rapid prototyping allows you to identify what's important early on. You're able to learn very quickly.
People then end up spending more time on the decisions of what they want to actually make.
And what is your recommendation for what we should do today?
My recommendation is that you approve the discipline of disbarment.
With serious allegations leveled against him, and with his law license on the line, it is imperative for Hauver to present a professional rebuttal to the Supreme Court.
I appear before you today dressed as Thomas Jefferson, who's my hero among the founders.
That's right, donning a powdered wig, an 18th century suit, and white stockings, Dennis Hauver will now argue his professional competency in the state's top court.
I wore this outfit because today the United States Constitution protects my rights to try the case as my client and I agree.
The case in question was the capital murder trial of Philip Cheatham. The 30-year-old was charged with shooting 2 women to death and attempting to kill another during a home invasion. Cheatham had a long criminal history, including a previous manslaughter conviction for shooting and killing a man during a drug deal. Most defense attorneys would not want to introduce that history at trial, but clearly Hauver is not most lawyers.
My client was a criminal for a living.
While possibly an unorthodox defense strategy, Hauver claims it was not incompetent.
Don't forget, Philip Cheatham didn't complain about my performance or conduct. You did.
The jury ultimately found Philip Cheatham guilty of the murders and sentenced him to death. Following the hearing, the Kansas Supreme Court upheld the state panel's findings and disbarred Kenneth Hoover for what they called, quote, inexplicable incompetence. As for Philip Cheatham, the defendant in the capital murder case, he was granted a new trial due to ineffective assistance of counsel. He ultimately pleaded no contest to the murders in exchange for having the death penalty dropped. He was resentenced to life in prison with eligibility for parole after 25 years for the capital murder charge and received a consecutive 13-year, 9-month sentence for attempted murder.
7 William Dennis.
For our next story, we head to Kauai County, Hawaii. The defendant is William Dennis, who's in court without a lawyer to face the charge of driving with a suspended license.
Good morning.
All eyes are on Dennis as he approaches. Clad in a blue robe and a headpiece, he immediately addresses the court.
Well, my knowledge of the facts is with this claim of this standing with this microphone,
Sir?
of the documentation with the continuation of the evidence by this peaceful volition.
Dennis has been rambling for more than 10 seconds now, but the judge allows him to continue.
Sir, unless you stand there, you're not being recorded anyway.
For the claimant's knowledge of the fact is with avoidance of the boxes and planes with this closed area-court-room by the unity-consciousness.
Dennis obviously has a thing for hyphens. So the judge attempts to get things back on track with a simple question.
Okay, what's your name?
For my knowledge of my peaceful volition is with avoidance of the perjury, with this participation of correct sentence structure communication passe syntax grammar.
If you're counting at home, that is 7 hyphens in just that answer alone. Thankfully, the judge steps in.
Okay, well, we have a lot of folks waiting here, and I would hope that you would be courteous to the other human beings that are in the courtroom today, waiting their turn to be heard. What do other human beings call you?
For my knowledge of the facts.
Perhaps hoping to avoid an extended answer, the prosecutor chimes in.
Your Honor, he is known to the state already as
William M. Dennis.
Yes, as Mr. Dennis.
The court will find that I know him from prior occasions.
This is going to be dismissed with prejudice. However, in order for his driver's license to be reinstated, there are reinstatement requirements that he must fulfill at licensing.
Okay, Mr. Dennis. First of all, I'll grant the motion. It will be dismissed with prejudice.
Okay, thank you.
Dismissed with prejudice means the case is permanently over. Done. Finished.
Mr. Dennis, I believe the state is being very patient and tolerant with you. You're free to go.
Need better internet than 5G? Your search is over. Get Cox Internet for just $40 a month when you add Cox Mobile. It has faster, more reliable speeds than 5G home internet. Switch today.
When too much work bogs you down, Asana helps you handle it. AI makes it easy to hand off routine tasks and stay focused on important work. That's how work gets handled. Visit us at asana.com.
Thank you, Mr. Dennis.
It seems everyone wants this case over. That is, except for the defendant.
For my knowledge of my peaceful volition is with this calling of the cooperation with the human beings of this court-room.
You're being disrespectful.
With the creation of...
Dennis can't quite see the gift he's been given and throws out a few more hyphens.
Mind body healing and organic food growing.
Sir,
with the free of the cost.
Please have a seat at the front.
Of the cost.
It takes some assistance from the bailiff for Dennis to get the message. But on his way back to the gallery, he gets a few more hyphens in just for good measure.
Bail livery by the correct sentence structure communication passe syntax grammar.
Sir, please have a seat in the front row.
Spencer Boston. Come on down, Mr. Boston.
This is the arraignment of 20-year-old Spencer Allen Boston. At a traffic stop 2 months earlier, Boston received citations for speeding and simple possession of marijuana. As he walks up to the podium, Judge Haywood Barry's informed that Boston has a special request.
I spoke with Mr. Boston. He said he wants to represent himself in this case. I told him today was just an arraignment. It's either guilty, not guilty type day. To which he responded, I just want to plead my case to the court. So he didn't want to talk to me after that, so that's why he was...
Start talking, son.
Yes, sir. I think it's very unfair, the marijuana law here. I think we the people deserve better because marijuana is a very harmless drug, and it's been around for ages, since the 80s and 90s.
I've heard that baloney all my life, so don't go any further on that.
Yes, sir.
I don't know whether it's good or bad. All I know is Tennessee still has it against the law. I swore to uphold the laws, and I have to uphold the laws as a judge. It probably is unfair, but I can't change it. You've got to go see the legislature to get that changed.
Yes, sir.
And if you get it changed...
Judge Barry quickly returns to the matter at hand.
Now, if you want to plead guilty, you can today. But if you want a trial, we can give you a trial on the officer's day, which it's Officer Vincent.
Officer Vincent?
You want to fix trial day?
Yeah, we can do that.
That'd be fun, then you make another speech.
As the judge works with court employees to schedule a trial date,
May 7th.
Boston decides to take action as he pulls out what appears to be a joint. No one seems to notice until, shockingly, he lights up. And this time it's noticed immediately.
Hey! We the people deserve better.
Boston may have finally pleaded his case.
Hey! We the people deserve better.
But he's immediately taken away by the court officer. And Judge Barry gets the final word.
Take you to jail.
Slapping Boston with a disorderly conduct charge, as well as another charge of possession. The judge also holds him in contempt of court, and Boston is forced to spend 10 days in jail. The joint was collected as evidence. Next, we're in Miami, Florida for a bond hearing. And wait till you get a load of this defendant. This is 29-year-old Lawrence Sullivan, AKA the Miami Joker, a Florida native and a self-proclaimed tattoo model.
All right, good morning, Mr. Sullivan.
Sullivan's appearance doesn't draw so much as a second look from Judge Maria Espinoza Dennis. But remember, this is South Florida, and this is no laughing matter. Still, he may be thinking, Judge, why so serious? Well, here's the answer.
Okay, you're charged with carrying concealed firearm, which, if convicted, has some serious consequences.
Sullivan's accused of pointing a handgun at passing traffic and was later arrested carrying a concealed .38 caliber pistol. Now in custody, he's declining service from the public defender.
You don't want the public defender's office to represent you?
I mean, they can represent me, but I'm trying to get bonded out on my own.
Well, they're there to help you, sir. You don't have a lawyer.
All right.
I mean, okay, so...
I didn't even feel like signing the paperwork. I'm really not in the mood for that.
Sullivan's asking for a pretrial release, but Judge Espinoza Dennis, who could be considered the Dark Knight in her black robe, isn't going to let him out so easily.
Adobe Acrobat Studio is all new. What can PDF Spaces with AI do? For your marketing needs in one spot. An AI assistant? Show me what you got. AI breakdowns on trend reports. Unlock key insights on the rise of shorts. Ideate, generate, do it all in one. Do that, doing that, did that, done. Get the quilted comfort of Quilted Northern.
On a firearms charge, I'm not going to do pretrial. Setting standard bond, $5,000. Next case.
Lawrence Sullivan was later found guilty of carrying a concealed firearm and sentenced to 2 years probation, maybe proving the old adage that crime doesn't pay.
Keisha Johnson.
Now to Louisville, Kentucky, and the Jefferson County District Court. An arraignment hearing is underway for 18-year-old Keisha Johnson, who's charged with possession of marijuana, drug paraphernalia, and tampering with physical evidence.
Come on up here, ma'am.
I would like to stand here.
When called upon, Johnson decides to address the judge, Sean Delahanty, from the back of the court.
No, you stand at this podium.
Awesome. Can you tell me what,
Ma'am, you have to come up here. We can't record
what
your
laws
back.
you guys operate under?
The laws of the state of Kentucky.
Oh, yes. As in like amateur law, common law, statutory?
Come up here and stand at this podium. I have to get you on the record so that we can see you with your argument.
Okay, well, for on the record, I reserve my right before crossing this bench.
Johnson's refusing to cooperate because she's part of a sovereign citizens movement, which rejects institutions and believe they aren't bound by the country's laws.
Well, Mr. Johnson, I really don't want to create some big scene.
Well,
Hang on for a second. I do not want to lock you up, but I may very well have to. I need for you to come up here and stand at this podium.
Can I just sit there so I don't
No,
know
you
my
cannot.
restrictions of common law?
No, you cannot. You have to come up here and stand at this podium.
As the bizarre scene plays out, there's another disruption in the back of the courtroom when a bailiff tells 36-year-old Jenna Vondran to stop filming on her cell phone.
Show me the law. Show me the law.
In Kentucky, judges are given broad discretion on allowing filming in their courtrooms.
This is my property. Show me the law.
All right.
Show me the law.
Chris?
Show me the law.
Chris?
Show me the law.
Go ahead and lock her up.
Show me the law.
Go ahead and take her into custody.
Watch as the judge looks down and presses his panic button to summon additional deputies to the courtroom.
What are you doing? There's no right. You have no right.
You sit over there. Nothing wrong.
You have no right. No right for that.
Yeah, I'm not finished with her yet. All right.
After a quick reset, the original defendant, Keisha Johnson, finally comes forward to the podium.
You're charged with possession of marijuana, tampering with physical evidence, and possession of drug paraphernalia.
I don't understand any of that.
All right. Well, you're charged with illegally possessing marijuana.
Yes, I can.
While the judge's attention is back with Johnson, deputies in the hallway are still trying to get control of Vondran, the woman with the cell phone.
I don't understand any of those charges.
Well, there's not a whole lot more. There's not a whole lot more I can do to try to explain to you.
When trying to play clueless doesn't work, Johnson goes back on the offensive.
Let's start here. Can you guys prove jurisdiction? Prove jurisdiction, because I come in under common law. Prove your jurisdiction, that you have jurisdiction over me. Prove jurisdiction. A court cannot proceed until you guys prove jurisdiction. Show me your jurisdiction. Show me your law.
All right. All of our laws are codified in the Kentucky Revised Statute.
Show me jurisdiction. Show me the law.
Hey, here you go.
Okay, that doesn't prove that you have jurisdiction.
Okay, so what else? And now, there's a simple way for me to prove jurisdiction to you. I'm going to ask the deputy to go ahead and take you into custody.
Under what charges?
Under
what charges?
You are disrupting my court.
Stay back. Hold your back. Stop resisting. Stop resisting. Stop resisting.
All right, we're going to pass her case to tomorrow.
You guys have been mistreated, and it's wrong. Under common law, under the United States Constitution. And if they keep doing this, then let us...
Keisha Johnson's arrested and charged with contempt of court. Fast forward to the next day, and she's about to face a new judge.
Keisha Johnson, 56.
This time, Johnson's represented by an attorney.
I don't know how familiar you are with this, but this
I'm
case.
familiar. Podium flipper.
Okay.
I've heard a little bit about it from yesterday. All right, so this is Miss Johnson. We'll note that she's in custody today. She's brought over and present.
And she'd like to make a statement to the court.
I had time to think about it, and I believe and I've learned that I need to represent myself in a respectable manner while in front of the judge.
Okay, so obviously that behavior will not be tolerated. That's why you ended up where you are.
Keisha Johnson's found guilty of contempt of court and is released from jail after serving 1 day. On her original charges, 2 were dropped, but she's found guilty of possession of marijuana, fined $185. As for Jenna Vondran, who was arrested after filming in the courtroom,
All right. Go ahead and lock her up.
she's found guilty of disorderly conduct and serves 1 day in jail. Next, we head to Atlanta, Georgia, for the sentencing of Tex McIver. The 75-year-old attorney was found guilty of felony murder in the death of his wife, Diane McIver. The defendant claimed he accidentally shot McIver while driving back from their horse farm. Diane McIver was the president of an airport service company, and prosecutors believe she was killed for her money. McIver pled not guilty, but after a trial lasting 19 days, he was convicted. Before sentencing, friends of the victim make heartfelt statements to a packed courtroom.
The actions have traumatized me. I lost sleep because I so wanted to believe that it was an accident.
This has been one of the saddest and most horrific incidents that's happened in my life. To have lost my friend of over 40 years that was more like a sister than a friend has broken my heart.
Next, it was McIver's turn to speak, which is what he did for 15 bizarre minutes, touching on just about everything. Everything, that is, except the crime.
Last week, on one given day, I received 11 different pieces of mail. One was a lady from Ireland. Then there is the most unique individual I think I've ever corresponded with. His name is Trent Jones. He's a racehorse jockey in Perth, Australia. His favorite racehorse, Hobart, has been retired just this year. And then now he and Hobart are free to step into the surf in Perth and play.
The surreal statement continues as McIver moves on to his next subject, thanking his friends in the community.
Friends delivering Chick-fil-A, one of my huge favorites, one of the things I miss the most, I guess.
Before he was done, he hit one more subject completely unrelated to the murder, his godson's favorite basketball team.
He's a huge fan of the Golden State Warriors. He said, if anything, I had to say go Warriors before this statement was over with.
Finally, he gets around to discussing the relationship with his late wife of 11 years.
The luckiest day of my life was when Diane chose me. And in doing so, we started a relationship that can only be described as amazing. We loved each other like small children. We just couldn't believe it was that good.
He goes on to explain just how deep their connection was.
In fact, it became, if people are able to believe it, telepathic. And my conscience would hear these words, is this truly real? She had telepathically communicated those words. Is this truly real? It is truly real. It is truly real.
Before announcing his sentence, Judge Robert McBurney offers a reaction to McIver's words and peculiar choice of subject matter.
I'll tell you what's most telling. You had as much time as you wanted to share with me what you thought was important for me to hear, and we heard about racehorses in Australia and Chick-fil-A and telepathy. I didn't ever hear you say you're sorry for what you did. To me, that silence speaks volumes.
All that was left was the sentence.
The penalty for felony murder is life. I'm going to sentence you, count 2, to a term of life with the possibility of parole.
McIver was sentenced to life in prison and is eligible for parole after 30 years when he would be 105 years old. We're in Dayton Municipal Court in Ohio for a bench trial. Judge Mia Spells presiding. 55-year-old Anthony Matthews has been charged with driving on a suspended license. Matthews considers himself a sovereign citizen, someone who believes that certain laws don't apply to him. And as the trial begins, it's clear that he's not planning on playing by the rules.
I demand that you dismiss this matter immediately.
Hey everyone, this is Tatiana Manning, host of Real Talk with PG&E. We know small businesses are dealing with rising costs and looking for ways to boost their bottom line. That's why we're doing this show, to help customers save with simple and easy to do steps, like making sure they're on the most optimal rate for their business. So check us out on pg.com/Real Talk and all other streaming platforms.
Matthews has already filed several motions aimed at challenging the court's authority over him, but the judge isn't swayed.
Let me explain to you the rules here in the court. Let me explain to you the rules of the court, sir.
I did not care to take part in fraud, not at all.
Judge Spells warns Matthews that by continuing to interrupt her, he's pushing his luck with the court.
You can be found in contempt if you continue to interrupt me. We'll proceed with trial with you in abstention, sir, and we're going to find you in contempt. What I'm going to do is give you...
That's the record. The court is coercion.
You're interrupting the proceedings of the court, sir, and it is direct contempt. It is direct contempt, and we're going to take you into custody, sir. We will give you a hearing, and we'll have the hearing. We will find counsel for you.
As deputies close in on Matthews, tensions reach a boiling point.
Don't touch her back. Don't touch it. Don't touch it. I'm not. Don't touch it. Don't touch it.
As Matthews squares off against the deputy, two off-duty police officers in the jury box get up to help detain him.
Don't touch it. Don't touch it. I'm not. Don't touch it. Don't touch it.
One of them throws several punches at Matthews. As Judge Spells and courtroom staff clear the area.
Get on quiet!
More deputies pile into the courtroom as Matthews is taken to the ground. In total, 6 people are involved in taking Matthews down. After several minutes and 2 pairs of handcuffs, Matthews is escorted out of the courtroom. The following day, Matthews appears again before Judge Spells to answer for the contempt of court charge. He's still representing himself, but this time he has a new attitude.
Yesterday's proceeding was in error on my behalf. I take full blame for my actions.
The court believes the conduct of Mr. Matthews severely threatened the integrity of the court and its proceedings, and such that immediate action was necessary.
Judge Spells sentenced Matthews to a year of probation and time served for both the driving on a suspended license and contempt of court charges. But he was also charged with 2 counts of assault on a peace officer and 1 count of obstructing official business as a result of his scuffle with the court deputies and other court officials. He remains free awaiting trial on those charges. We're in Placerville, California, for the arraignment of 39-year-old Asher Edwards.
Hello, Judge.
Good afternoon, sir.
Edwards' demeanor may seem pleasant, but just a few days earlier, his alleged behavior was anything but. He was charged with making terrorist threats, assault with a deadly weapon, and obstructing peace officers after a domestic disturbance escalated into a 2-day police standoff.
Mr. Edwards, this is the time and place set for your arraignment. Do you consent to have an arraignment by video conference?
Sir, is this an Maritime Admiralty Law courtroom that we're processing me through?
No, it's not.
Edwards considers himself a sovereign citizen who lives as a free man, as they like to say, under common law as established by the Founding Fathers. Maritime Admiralty law that he's referencing is the law of the sea and international commerce, a body of law that sovereign citizens believe to be the foundation of the country's modern legal system, which they reject.
This is not a Maritime Admiralty Law courtroom. I believe so.
No.
Absolutely, it is. All courtrooms in this country are Maritime Admiralty Law courtrooms that process people, aren't they?
No, sir.
That's false information. Well, either way, this courtroom is trying to process me as state property. You see this fictitious name statement? Asher Edwards, spelled in all capital letters? This is not my name.
Edwards is referring to another sovereign belief that beginning at birth, one is issued a government identity, meaning one's name is spelled in all capital letters, such as on a birth certificate or social security card, and that doesn't represent one's true or free self.
This name was issued to me without my consent, and you cannot legally process me through this courtroom with this without this name in all capital letters that was issued without my consent. My name is spelled Asher Edwards, first capital, all lowercase, Edwards, first capital, all lowercase, and this is the birth name given to me by my parents, protected by the Constitution of the United States.
At Cox, we're always a step ahead. There you go. I'll show you. Like, before your basement became Movie Central, we made sure you'd have strong Wi-Fi, even down here. And you can rest easy knowing the price of your plan won't go up for 3 years. Guaranteed. See? He's looking out for you. And so are we, with advanced security that blocks threats on your network. Good boy. Whatever the future brings, Cox will keep you a step ahead. Oh.
Even as Edwards grows louder and more animated, the judge appears to take it all in stride and even allows the defendant to finish his rant.
Therefore, it is illegal for you to process me through this courtroom, so you guys have to figure out something else to do with me.
But this judge is all business, so figuring out something else to do with Edwards is not in his plans.
Court will enter a not guilty plea on your behalf. Will show time is not waived. We'll set this matter for pre-preliminary hearing within the statutory period.
And I would like to see the gun. It said I had a gun. I've never had a gun.
As Edwards continues his rant about the alleged gun, the judge reaches for his own weapon of choice, the mute button.
They're lying.
Do not speak while I am speaking, sir.
Edwards continues to plead his case, but to no avail.
Court will set bail in the amount of $72,500. Next matter.
Asher Edwards would later be found guilty of all the charges and sentenced to 1 year in prison. We're in Charleston, West Virginia for a pretrial hearing.
Henry T. Eldon. Henry T. Eldon. Henry T. Eldon.
Henry T. Eldon is in the courtroom, but he is refusing the magistrate's order to come forward to the defendant's table.
I have called him thrice. I have no response. Get up here in this seat right now.
That's right. The judge called him thrice. Eldon is facing multiple charges, including fraudulent official proceedings and fraudulent service of indebtedness related to falsely filing claims with the court. Today, he's joined in the courtroom by a friend who's recording the proceedings on his cell phone and getting involved himself.
I'm a witness, okay? Okay, what I'm saying is he is present, and he's chosen not to step up there. He's asking not for an appointed lawyer. He doesn't need an attorney.
So you're acting in the capacity
I'm
of
not
lawyer?
acting. I'm a witness. This is American National.
American National.
American National is another nod to the sovereign citizen movement that both he and the defendant identify with. Eventually, Eldon does respond to the magistrate, Ward Harshbarger, but still refuses to come forward.
The court reporter has to be established before anything can proceed.
Well, okay, well, get up in your seat now, and we will wait for that. We have some preliminary thing.
We're all waiting for the court reporter to be...
Do it now. All right, this is State versus Henry T. Eldon Jr. Mr. Eldon, I need to have a seat at the defendant's table.
For the record, I'm a witness.
And sit down. You sit down and not say another word.
Seemingly getting more aggravated, the magistrate turns to his courtroom deputy for assistance.
Would you get Mr. Eldon? Will you show me where the seat is, please?
May I have permission?
You may have a seat right there.
Go
You may have a seat right there.
Eldon finally gets up to the stand before the judge, but it won't be for long.
You are going to be held in contempt.
All right, Mr. Allen, can you just stand up for me, please? Turn around and place your hands behind your back, if you would.
And who are you? And do you have a warrant, a signed warrant?
I do not have a warrant. I've just been made aware by the judge that he wants me to take you into custody for obstructing judicial process, okay?
But before the magistrate had the defendant arrested and cuffed, he pulls a final move out of every parent's playbook and counts to 3.
1. Have a seat. 2. Have a seat, please.
I would like to speak, and I have information to present. I don't know how I'm instructing.
Last warning.
You won't comply
Get in the
with what he's
seat
asking
and
you
we'll
to do.
proceed.
Again, locked in a stalemate, the magistrate decides to just get down to business.
How do you plead?
I would like to see your oath of office. I'd like to see your letter accepting and acknowledging your office. And I would like to see the same for the prosecuting attorney, and to know the names of everyone in this room. I need that before I understand what's going on, sir.
So the answer, and I will answer for him, is not guilty. Okay?
I haven't made any plea, nor should you make one
All
for
right.
me. I don't accept that.
Okay.
I don't accept
Well, I don't care
anything that's
whether
happened
you
to today.
accept it or not,
I did
Mr.
not
Allen.
give your own
You
position.
may escort him out. Court is adjourned.
The court wouldn't confirm the details.
When too much work bogs you down, Asana helps you handle it. That's because Asana is where humans and AI coordinate work together. AI makes it easy to hand off routine tasks, streamline workflows, and keep everyone focused on the work that matters most. That's how work gets handled. That's Asana. Visit us at asana.com. That's ASANA.com.
But according to Eldon, he did not appear for his next court hearing and was arrested on a bench warrant and served 2 weeks in jail. He also says the original fraudulent service and fraudulent official proceedings charges against him were later dropped.
You are in contempt, Mr. Tertelgate?
No, I'm
If you
not.
don't be quiet right now, I will have you arrested.
Stormy.
We're in Eureka, Montana, and the man wearing the no hunting or trespassing sign around his neck is Ernie Tertelgate, Montana's proverbial sovereign citizen, better known as the natural living man. The 57-year-old's in court today representing himself on charges of driving with a suspended license and obstructing a peace officer during his arrest. But now, after Tertelgate interrupted proceedings during jury selection, Judge Stormy Langston holds him in contempt of court.
You are in contempt, Mr. Tertelgate?
No, I'm
If you don't
not.
be quiet right now, I will have you arrested.
Stormy. You're in contempt of law. I'm standing for my
Officer
country's
Hines,
constitution, my
take Mr.
country's
Tertelgate
people.
into custody, please.
And I'm not keeping hands off me, Clint.
As security attempts to remove Tertelgate, town attorney Clifton Hayden keeps one of his supporters at bay.
We understand. Keep your hands off of me. Keep your hands off of me. Keep your hands off of me. Clayton Hines, you are guilty of conducting a military crime of foreign war. I'm an officer of justice.
Just as it looks like Tertelgate is being escorted out, he isn't.
What are we doing?
Back off.
Tertelgate is almost out of the courtroom when he grabs the doorway and pushes back against the officer.
What are we doing?
Back off.
Leave me alone, Clayton.
As the somewhat awkward wrestling match continues, Tertelgate's supporters add commentary.
This man. Leave me alone. Deserve this. Leave me alone. Unconstitutional.
He hasn't done any wrong.
Get hurt. Why has no one been able to tell him what wrongs he's done? Doing me harm. Why has no one been able to tell him what wrongs he's done?
Back off. Are you getting in it?
I'm backing off. Respect me.
From the floor, Tertelgate continues the sovereign citizen argument that the court doesn't hold jurisdiction over him.
When I comply, it will not be because contract is established.
When Tertelget finally gets handcuffed, one of his supporters addresses Judge Langston.
Your Honor, can I ask a question without getting contempt for it?
What is your question, sir?
My question is what did Ernie do wrong? What did he do wrong?
He's not following the procedure and
The court has no jurisdiction.
What are the procedures to follow? The Constitution.
The court has no jurisdiction. This court has never answered for one thing.
Okay.
At the very least, the common rules of being civil in a civil society.
Can we hold that officer as
Remove my materials. All these people here.
No, you don't.
Listen, all these people, remove my materials. Get my hat, my Constitution.
Following the incident, Ernie Tertelget was found guilty of contempt of court, but served no jail time. He was also charged with assaulting a peace officer. That case is still pending. As for his original charge of driving with a suspended license, he was also found guilty, but again served no jail time. The charge of obstructing a peace officer was dismissed. Next, we go to a bond hearing in Broward County, Judge John Hurley presiding. The defendant is David Hall, a sovereign citizen who basically believes that certain laws don't apply to him.
Mr. Hall has declined the services of the public defender, Your Honor.
Hall is here for driving under the influence and driving with a suspended license.
Mr. Hall, DUI, expired driver's license.
Good morning, Judge.
As soon as the judge attempts to read the charges, Hall begins interrupting.
Sir, I haven't said for the court how I'm appearing today,
Well,
sir.
I'm not asking you yet. Just give me a moment, all right? I need to look at your record.
Turns out Hall is currently out on bond for 2 previous charges of driving with a suspended license. But that's not going to stop him from trying to make his case.
Sir, today I'm appearing as the agent and settler for David Hall.
Okay. Could you get Mr. Hall for me then, sir? Where is he?
I go by that name, sir. My name sounds exactly like the defendant's, and I'm here to settle that matter today.
So are you and David Hall one and the same person?
I'm not a person, I'm an individual. David Hall is a person, I am a private individual.
Hall's legalese is unconventional, to say the least, but the judge allows him to continue.
May I say something else for the record, sir?
Go ahead, sir.
I appear here today as the settler, agent, not the person, but the individual. And I don't think I should have. You understand the difference between a person and an individual.
And you're the individual, but you're not the person. Is that correct?
Correct. Correct.
I'm going to write that down.
Judge Hurley is unfazed by Hall's attempt at a Jedi mind trick and begins to turn the tables.
Here's what we're going to do. The settler, the agent, the individual, and maybe even the person, David Hall, has been charged with DUI. So today, the court's going to set the settler, the agent, the individual's bond, and even the person's bond today to $10,000 because the settler, the agent, the individual, and the person continues to drive without a driver's license.
Hall's new bond is $10,000, but because this charge is a violation of his original bond, all versions of David Hall must remain in jail unless he can come up with the cash.
Both cases will cause the settler, the agent, the individual, and even the person, David Hall, not to be able to be released from the Broward County Jail until further notice of the court. So.
May I post bond, sir?
Now it's Judge Hurley's turn to have some fun.
Well,
is there any other?
Are you asking me as the settler, the agent, the individual, or are you asking me as the person?
Sir, I'm asking as the individual appearing before you today, the opportunity.
Who are you speaking on behalf of right now?
Sir, I don't understand that question. I believe that you're trying to confuse me now. I'm not the person, sir.
Okay,
I am not
the
the
person, David Hall. Tell him he's not leaving jail either, all right? Have a nice day. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Come on.
Down the middle. Let's roll.
Next, we're at the Cheshire County Courthouse in Keene, New Hampshire. Court is currently in recess, but there is trouble brewing in the gallery.
Your choice is take the hat off or step outside.
The judge asked this man, Bo Davis, to remove his hat or leave. Otherwise, he could be charged with contempt of court. But Davis refuses.
So I have force threatened upon me if I were to wear a hat.
Davis and some others seated around him are associated with a New Hampshire-based anti-government movement. They're here to support a fellow member who's the defendant in a, quote, right to travel case that's in recess. These so-called sovereign citizens claim to be pushing back against what they consider overreach in the criminal justice system, and they're not afraid to get vocal about it.
I think you misunderstood. It's the judge's authority when he comes back. If at that point he says he's in contempt, then you have the authority.
Would not have been an issue, Adrian. Your choice is take the hat off. I'm trying to be as nice as I can. I can't. You're making threats.
After more back and forth with Davis and relentless commentary from others in the gallery,
What's the matter with you guys, huh?
the bailiff is finally done discussing the matter.
Stand up, please. Sir, treat others as you would wish. Come on, please. Come on. I'm being nice.
Well, I'm not going to assist in my own arrest.
I don't. You should take your hands off that man.
Please stand up.
A second bailiff comes to help escort Davis out, but again he refuses to stand.
I'm not going to assist in my own arrest.
I'm not asking you to assist him. Please do not hurt him.
Instead of dragging Davis out of the courtroom, the bailiffs use a wheelchair.
Just leave people alone now.
As Davis is wheeled out, the group continues to insult the bailiffs.
Ever considered like a real job? One where you don't use violence against people?
Despite their protests, the court has authority to make rules about conduct in the courtroom. So a short time later, the judge returned to the courtroom and sentenced Bo Davis to 5 days in jail for contempt of court.
I didn't know you were going to take my picture. I got a haircut.
Good one. I'm glad you can make jokes.
Meet the man in the fur cap, 21-year-old Robert Peterson. He's the person filming this footage as he enters the Kootenai County Courthouse in Idaho.
That has to go through the X-ray machine if you want to come in this building.
Peterson is a hearing for a minor traffic infraction, riding his bicycle at night without a light. But from the moment he steps inside the door, it's clear this won't be a typical security check.
And I'd just like to know where your warrant is.
I don't need
It's clearly posted on the entrance building.
What, clearly posted that I have to forfeit my right to be free from unreasonable search and seizure?
Coming into this building.
Yeah, every person is. I'm not a person. I'm a man.
And more specifically, a free man. Peterson considers himself a sovereign citizen.
I'm not subject to your jurisdiction, and the court has already confirmed that. I'm here for one purpose. All right.
You can submit or you can leave.
That's fine. I mean, I'll do that, but you will be charged a bill.
Charged a bill? Rather than escalating the situation, one of the bailiffs decides to play along.
You will be served a bill. I don't have any weapons. I didn't come here to raise a ruckus.
After clearing security, Peterson finds a seat at the rear of the courtroom and continues filming.
Sir, there are no cameras in the court.
Excuse me?
There are no cameras in the court.
Yeah, there is.
No, you have to put that away.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
Under what authority?
You have to have a court order from a judge before you can have a camera in the courtroom.
Okay, well, I'm going to capture this on video.
You got to turn it off.
It's for both of our protection.
Well, you have to turn it off.
No, thank you.
Enter bailiff number 2.
Shut the camera off now.
No, thank you. I do not consent to you touching me or seizing my property, so you need to back up.
Shut the camera off now.
I'm not doing anything wrong.
Yes, you are.
I'm holding you accountable because you're about to overstep your bounds.
The bailiffs then decide to clear the courtroom and question Peterson directly.
What's your first and last name?
I don't have a last name.
You don't have a last name?
No.
What's your first name?
I don't have a first name either. I've got a name. My name is Robert. You can call me Robert.
As you can see, this bailiff keeps his sense of humor about the situation.
What are you? Are you human?
I'm a man.
You're human?
I'm a man, yes.
Can I see your Idaho state license?
No, I don't have one.
You don't have one?
My person does, but I don't.
With the situation seemingly diffused,
Come on in, folks.
the bailiffs usher everyone back into the courtroom. Well, except for one person.
Excuse me.
Camera.
Excuse me. You're blocking my freedom of movement.
I am.
All right. Well, P. Barnes, you just admitted to me that you're violating my rights.
No, I'm not. You can't come in with the camera.
Well, you're violating my rights. And this is also freedom of the press.
From behind you.
This is also freedom of the press. I mean, I don't know what the hell law book you're reading, man, but it doesn't apply to me. Why are you worried about cameras? Because you want to do something wrong? Because you want to do something wrong? Because if it's against the rules, that means it's because somebody intends on wronging somebody else. Because they're afraid of being held accountable. P. Barnes.
It's a nice speech, but you're still not coming in.
Well, please step aside. I'm going in.
No, you're not going in.
Don't touch me.
You're not going in, sir.
Let the record show that you just battered me.
Step back.
And you're using...
Step back.
After Peterson refuses to step back, Chief Bailiff Pete Barnes fires his taser.
And you're using... Stop, please. I'm not doing anything wrong. Hey, you know what? You guys are really overstepping your bounds right now.
Put the cuffs on him.
Put the cuffs on. What are you arresting me for?
The answer to that question? Peterson's charged with 3 counts of battery and 1 count of contempt of court. He would later enter an Alford plea, meaning he didn't admit to committing a crime, but acknowledged there was likely enough evidence to convict him. Jail time was waived as part of the plea deal, and he was ordered to pay a fine for his original charge of riding a bike at night without a light.
Get out of the vehicle! Get out now!
Next, we go to a preliminary hearing in Chattanooga, Tennessee. The defendant is 38-year-old Gregory Parker. He's been charged with reckless endangerment, driving with a revoked license, resisting arrest, and a number of other charges. 4 months earlier, Parker was driving on a Tennessee highway when State Trooper Dale Herring clocked him going 91 miles per hour in a 65 zone. After a few minutes, the officer catches up to him.
It's a red Chevy pickup with ladders on top. Not yet. I believe he's looking for a safe place to pull over.
Officer Herring remains calm, thinking the driver is about to pull over.
221, we're approaching Broad, 18 miles an hour. That's stoplight.
After a couple of miles, Parker comes to a stop at a traffic light. He's also been live streaming the incident over social media.
Well, I'm being pulled over. Got a Tennessee Highway Patrol behind me.
Hey, get out!
The officer approaches the vehicle, and he's all business.
Get out of the vehicle! Get out now! Get out of the vehicle now! Get out of the vehicle now!
Herring's in no mood for conversation.
Get out of the vehicle now! Get out of the vehicle now!
Emergency! Why are you charging on me? What's the problem?
You have any weapons on you?
What's the problem?
Put that cell phone down.
Why are you doing this?
Put your hands behind your back.
What's the emergency? What crime have I committed?
You didn't stop.
I was trying to find a safe place to pull off, brother.
You didn't stop. You passed up plenty.
The officer brings Parker to his feet and gives him the news.
You're under arrest.
You have a warrant for my arrest?
You're under arrest.
For what?
For not stopping.
Parker was arrested and released on $60,000 bond. He arrives at his preliminary hearing with his camera rolling, and things are off to a rough start.
Go that way. Go that way. Don't be pushing on me.
Go this way.
Why are you assaulting me? Get your hands off of me.
Sir, move out the way.
I did not consent with this anyhow. Don't be pushing me around. Before I cross this bar, I waive no rights and I retain all my rights.
Parker barely acknowledges the authority of the court or the judge. His legal arguments are ones commonly used by sovereign citizens, a group who believes certain laws don't apply to them.
I don't have an attorney. I have no need for one.
The judge provides Parker with a public defender who will act only as an armchair attorney. Parker will handle the questioning of Officer Herring himself. He asks Herring a number of seemingly irrelevant questions, perhaps hoping to confuse the officer.
When did you come to the determination I was driving?
When I
got behind you and you're behind the wheel of the vehicle.
I think that's been answered, sir. You can ask your next question.
Do you know the difference between driving and traveling?
I'm going to object to that question because it's irrelevant under the state law.
That's completely irrelevant.
I'll sustain the objection. You may ask your next question.
Who is the victim in this situation?
I'm going to object to the relevance of that.
Sustained. That is not relevant. You may ask your next question, sir.
Finally, after realizing his tactics don't seem to be working, Parker calls it quits.
I ain't playing y'all's game no more. Go ahead, do what you're doing.
After hearing from both sides, the judge makes her decision on whether the case will move forward.
I find that there's probable cause to believe that all these crimes were committed, and they were committed by this defendant here in this county. And I will bind these cases over to the grand jury.
Parker's pled not guilty, and his trial is pending. If convicted on all charges, he could spend 20 years in prison.
I ain't playing y'all's game no more.
Keisha Johnson.
Now to Louisville, Kentucky, and the Jefferson County District Court. An arraignment hearing is underway for 18-year-old Keisha Johnson, who's charged with possession of marijuana, drug paraphernalia, and tampering with physical evidence.
Come on up here, ma'am.
I would like to stand here.
When called upon, Johnson decides to address the judge, Sean Delahanty, from the back of the court.
No, you stand at this podium.
Awesome. Can you tell me what...
Ma'am, you have to come up here. We can't record
what
your
laws
back.
you guys operate under?
The laws of the state of Kentucky.
Oh, yes. As in, like, amity law, common law, statutory?
Come up here and stand at this podium. I have to get you on the record so that we can see you with your argument.
Okay, well, for on the record, I reserve my right before crossing this bench.
Johnson's refusing to cooperate because she's part of a sovereign citizens movement, which rejects institutions and believe they aren't bound by the country's laws.
Well, Mr. Johnson, I really don't want to create some big scene.
Well,
Hang on a second. I do not want to lock you up, but I may very well have to. I need for you to come up here and stand at this podium.
Can I just sit there?
No, you cannot. No, you cannot. You have to come up here and stand at this podium.
As the bizarre scene plays out, there's another disruption in the back of the courtroom when a bailiff tells 36-year-old Jenna Vondran to stop filming on her cell phone.
Show me the law. Show me the law.
In Kentucky, judges are given broad discretion on allowing filming in their courtrooms.
This is my property. Show me the law.
All right.
Show me the law.
Chris?
Show me the law.
Chris?
Show me the law.
Go ahead and lock her up. Go ahead and take her into custody.
Watch as the judge looks down and presses his panic button to summon additional deputies to the courtroom.
What are you doing? There's no right. You have no right.
You sit over there. Nothing wrong.
You have no right. No right for that.
Yeah, I'm not finished with her yet. All right.
After a quick reset, the original defendant, Keisha Johnson, finally comes forward to the podium.
You're charged with possession of marijuana, tampering with physical evidence, and possession of drug paraphernalia.
I don't understand any of that.
All right. Well, you're charged with illegally possessing marijuana.
Yes, I can.
While the judge's attention is back with Johnson, deputies in the hallway are still trying to get control of Vondran, the woman with the cell phone.
I don't understand any of those charges.
Well, there's not a whole lot more. There's not a whole lot more I can do to try to explain to you.
When trying to play clueless doesn't work, Johnson goes back on the offensive.
Let's start here. Can you guys prove jurisdiction? Prove jurisdiction because I come in under common law. Prove your jurisdiction that you have jurisdiction over me. Prove jurisdiction. A court cannot proceed until you guys prove jurisdiction. Show me your jurisdiction. Show me your law.
All right. All of our laws are codified in the Kentucky Revised Statute.
Show me jurisdiction. Show me the law.
Hey, there you go.
Okay, that doesn't prove that you have jurisdiction.
Okay, so what else? And now, there's a simple way for me to prove jurisdiction to you. I'm going to ask the deputy to go ahead and take you into custody.
Under what charges?
Under
what charges?
You are disrupting my court. All right, we're going to pass her case to tomorrow.
You guys have been mistreated and it's wrong. Under common law, under the United States Constitution. And if they keep doing this and let us...
Keisha Johnson's arrested and charged with contempt of court. Fast forward to the next day, and she's about to face a new judge.
Keisha Johnson, 56.
This time, Johnson's represented by an attorney.
I don't know how familiar you are with this, but this
I'm
case.
familiar. Podium flipper.
Okay.
I've heard a little bit about it from yesterday. All right, so this is Miss Johnson. We'll note that she's in custody today. She's brought over and present.
And she'd like to make a statement to the court.
I had time to think about it, and I believe and I've learned that I need to represent myself in a respectable manner while in front of the judge.
Okay, so obviously that behavior will not be tolerated. That's why you ended up where you are.
Keisha Johnson's found guilty of contempt of court and is released from jail after serving 1 day. On her original charges, 2 were dropped, but she's found guilty of possession of marijuana, fined $185. As for Jenna Vondran, who was arrested after filming in the courtroom,
all right, go ahead and lock her up.
She's found guilty of disorderly conduct and serves 1 day in jail. Next, we're at the Gallatin County Courthouse in Bozeman, Montana.
The defendant, Ernie Wayne Tertelgit, he is not represented by counsel here today.
52-year-old Ernie Tertelgit is charged with obstructing a peace officer and resisting arrest after he was caught fishing without a license. The hearing is just underway.
Mr. Tertelgit has been charged with 2 misdemeanor offenses, which we'll be trying today.
I must object. I am not the name that he is referring to. I am the living man. The name that Mr. Riley refers to, ma'am, is held by the state in all capital letters and is identified by the state on the state's driver's license, ma'am. I am not the all capital fiction. I am the living man whose mark is that of life.
Tertelgit is representing himself today as the natural living man. It's his own interpretation of a sovereign citizen.
Mr. Tertelgit, you are not to interrupt Mr. Riley again.
Who can tell the living man in a commercial event such as this,
Sir?
who has the right to tell the living man when he can speak and when he cannot speak, what sounds he can make and what sounds he cannot make?
You understand?
He is addressing British law, ma'am. He is a minister on behalf of Great Britain.
Great Britain? It seems this living man takes issue with the traditional British title of Esquire being used in an American courtroom.
I'm going to hold you in contempt if you continue to disrupt this.
Ma'am, why, please give me an honorable answer, is a British recognized Esquire asking questions in an American courtroom? Why is title of nobility applied behind this gentleman's name that is recognized as being banned from our country in the 1789 Constitution? Is nobody going to stand for our Constitution?
Tertelgit may not believe in courtroom formalities, but he does believe in interrupting. And Judge Wanda Drush has had enough.
Mr. Tertelgit, you'll be taken up to a jury room where we may watch the proceedings. I have reminded you twice now.
If I give you recognition.
Well, please stand up.
Stand up. No, stand up. Pick me up. I cannot give you recognition. I'm constrained by the United States Constitution of 1789.
Before he's escorted out, Tertelgit hurls a Yankee Doodle dandy of an insult at the prosecuting attorney.
Sir, you're a Bozeman native. What are you doing packing a British recognition? Should be ashamed of yourself.
Banned from participating, Tertelgit can only watch the courtroom remotely, as his case is finally able to continue. The jury would eventually find him guilty, and although jail time is waived, he's ordered to pay more than $400 in fines.
Montreal smoked meat! Did Cheech leave a window open again?
Worse! Al Capone's back! He wants to yank out my intestines and choke me with them. I've seen it done, by me. It was horrible.
Surely 6 months of bi-weekly testicular electrocutions in the mental hospital disabused you of your insane Al Capone obsession.
All Shock and my nuts did was give me a sack so shiny Cookie could see a face in it. But I'm telling you, Capone's back like the plague. And my own pops was the outbreak monkey. It was love at first sight. Mainly because they're both low-down dirty crooks. It was kind of adorable. And I told him so, which was a huge mistake. Al took it to mean I thought he was a bad person, which in fairness, he totally is. He didn't see it that way. Capone wouldn't stop until he slaughtered me and most of my immediate family. Except maybe Gina, she can handle herself. So me and Cheech found the guy who turned Capone into a meatsicle the first time around. The man was over 100 years old.
Hey, me too. High five. Whoa, sorry, paisan.
So you froze your family?
With everyone safely on ice, Capone's got no way of getting to him. Pretty smart, huh?
Why didn't you simply lure Capone somewhere and freeze him?
'Cause the freezing process is very, molecules and Bunsen burner electrons and stuff. Also, that never occurred to me.
Then there's only one other solution to this problem, Jimmy. No! You're safe now, Jimmy. A nurse will soon be along to repeatedly shock your gonads back to sanity.
How the f*** is this for mental health?
Fear not, Canada has your back. Or in this case, your nether regions. For Canada, where mental health matters, as long as you can afford treatment.
You can't kill me, Mr. Capone. You're married to and banging my father. It practically makes me family. Also literally. But you're still gonna zap me in the meatballs, ain't you? How you doing? Word on the street is you want to get made. Well, the best ways are to subscribe to the Forget About It channel, boost your status by grabbing a shirt made from the finest mass-produced fibers, or just blow some money on a super thanks. Then we can start paying our interns. Our intern is Petey.
Which one's the button again? Ah, there it is. Hey, how you doing? I'm Cheech Falcone. Well, McDougal. I got the alias in witness protection because of my nephew Jimmy. I don't like it, but I had no choice. So there's a contract out on me. Big deal. I mean, maybe I spilled a few secrets to anyone who'd listen, but there's a lot of other secrets I'd never tell a soul. Like the fact that we faked the moon landing. We were the ones that shot Dick Cheney's friend in the face. And we took the weapons of mass distraction out of Iraq. Someone got the memo wrong, but still, us. So, anyway, my nephew's gonna straighten things out with Don Gambini, whose first name, oddly enough, is Don. So if he wanted, he could call himself Don Don, which I would do. I mean, how cool would that be?
Cheech don't mean no harm. He's just a little light in the cranial region.
I got nothing to worry about. Jimmy'll get me off the hook. Maron! Don Don's a pancake. Then the mob tried to kill us. Jimmy ratted everyone out to the feds, and we wound up in Regina.
Vagina? No, wait, you were right.
But if you think that's gonna stop me from shooting my mouth off, you can just... What is it? I forget what it is.
Forget about it.
That's the one.
Let me tell you something about a friend of ours named Jimmy. I made the wise guy and the capo with the Gambini. But when he found out that they'd be whacking Uncle Cheech, he'd take the boss, he threw him from the 19th floor suite. Wasn't much along till the mob all wants him dead. So Jimmy had no choice but to talk to all the feds. The feds say they helped if they could use him as a pawn. So he ratted out his friends and moved to Saskatchewan. Forget about it. Forget about it. Forget about it. Oh, forget about it.
1, 2, 3, 4. I declare a thumb war.
Yeah. Okay, 12-0.
Hey, Ma, I just saw Petey upstairs with one of them magazines where nobody's got no clothes on.
What? Peter Frampton McDougal, you stop right now! No son of mine is washing with the devil's hand soap.
All right, that worked. She's gone. Listen, I got a line on something big.
Really? Sounds big.
First things first. Every time I hatch a scheme, you two Gavones cut me out. Not this time. Either I'm in all the way, or I keep this to myself.
Isn't she cute? Playing hardball like her old man. Okay, it's a deal, sweetie.
All right. You know Al Capone, eh?
Only the architect of modern crime.
I love his work. truly an inspiration.
Well, he ran a bootlegging operation from a town near here. He dug all these tunnels to hide from the cops, and that's where his famous secret vault is.
You kidding me? What's this town called?
Moose Jaw.
Look, Gina, there's no town called Moose Jaw. It's just a crazy made-up name, like Albuquerque. What do you know? The kid's onto something.
There's one thing I don't get.
What's that?
Fractions, Jimmy. I never understood fractions.
Hey, Anna, what's wrong? I'm just feeling down because no one ever asks me out. How do I get someone to ask me out? Sorry, I have no frame of reference. Of course not. You can get any guy you want without even trying. Heck, I even get guys I don't want without even... Yamahama, who's that? Oh, his name is Johnny. Can't talk, lusting. Okay, bye. Hey.
Hello? Is somebody there?
There sure is. I'm Teresa.
Teresa. From Mr. Henderson's class. You've shown up twice and getting straight A's.
Guilty as charged. Wanna frisk me?
No thanks.
What's wrong with you? I'm hot. Are you blind or something?
Hello?
Oh, thank God, you can't see. I thought it was me.
Yep, lucky you.
How about you and I? This is weird. I usually seal the deal with hey.
Sorry, no offense, but I like women with brains. Ideas, something going on upstairs?
Come on over to my house. We'll get something going on upstairs. Oh, so it's not enough you blind people get all the best parking. Now you think you're too good for me? Well, I'm too good for you, mister. Who am I kidding? I am so in love.
I'm starting to enjoy these clandestine meetings, Jimmy. The subterfuge, the intrigue, the covertness of it all.
Me too. And by the way, if Cookie ever asks, we meet here every night. Anyway, I need permission to go out of town.
Impossible. Your witness protection agreement strictly forbids it.
But it's really important.
Important? How so?
All right, I'll level with you. Cheech built himself a rocket. He's always been a, amateur rocket.
Rocketeer, yes.
So, he was gonna go out to the woods and launch the thing. We don't want to do it in the city and blow our cover.
James McDougal, I know you well enough to know when you're telling a lie, and frankly, this one is a doozy.
All right, you got me. We just want to go to Moose Jaw. We hear the tacos are pretty good.
Moose Jaw? That's hardly out of town. It's just down the road, practically a suburb. Permission granted. For Canada! And naming cities when you're drunk!
What are you doing?
I'm in love with the blind guy, so I'm trying to learn sign language. But it's useless. I should just forget about him. He only dates smart girls. I faked a lot of things in my life, but never smart.
All right, Petey. I searched your room, the attic, and the garage. Where's the pornography?
Mother, I don't have any pornography.
Don't give me that. If you've got porn, you're a pervert. And if you don't have porn, then why the hell don't you have porn? Because boys your age have porn.
That's not to say I don't know my way around a woman's body.
Ew.
What I don't get is how the kid knows where Capone's vault is.
I told you, I'm only doling out information on a need-to-know basis.
This kid, she kills me.
Al Capone's tunnels. I'm impressed, and I'm not easily impressed.
Hey, look, cows.
What? Cows? Whoa, would you look at that? Cows, Jimmy, look. Jimmy, just being in the same place Al Capone hung out has got me all excited.
I've been excited since we pulled out a vagina.
Yeah, me too. So let's get to it already. Crack open a sewer cover, let's find them tunnels.
Tree, please.